Hey guys, it's Kyle again and welcome back to Modern Warfare 2 Season 6. Well, today we're on Warzone 2 and today we're doing the ISO Hemlock versus the ISO 45 versus the ISO 9mm. So they added the ISO 9mm in Season 6 and I figured seeing as though I've already done this video in multiplayer, I may as well do it in Warzone 2 as well. I know that the ISO 45 is different. I know that the ISO 45 and the ISO 9mm, they do look and feel kind of similar, but they are definitely different guns. And I figured seeing as though these are three different versions of the same gun, we may as well compare them. So yeah, we're just going to get into some gameplay. And as always guys, if you are new around here, be sure to like and subscribe for more. And let me know down below in the comments which of these three guns you think is better in Warzone 2. This is my ISO Hemlock class on Warzone 2. I don't really play Warzone 2 that much anymore, but I definitely am going to get more into it with Modern Warfare 3 because I want to do the versus videos for sniper rifles in Warzone 2. Yeah, this is the weapon tuning on the muzzle. This is the weapon tuning on the barrel. This is the weapon tuning on the laser, and this is the weapon tuning on the optic. That's my ISO Hemlock class. This is my ISO 45 class. Now you could put on a damage range increase in muzzle, but I figured to just go for accuracy and use the Bruin one. Yeah, this is the weapon tuning on the muzzle, weapon tuning on the barrel, weapon tuning on the laser, and here's the weapon tuning on the underbarrel. And yeah, that's the ISO 45 class, and this is the ISO 9mm class. Now you could pretty much make the exact same class as the ISO 45. I just preferred to use an optic on this specific gun because of how much recoil it has. I find it easier to aim at people with an optic on this gun, but if you want to, you could swap it for the underbarrel, and if the recoil is too much for you, again you could swap to this muzzle for more recoil control. But yeah, that's pretty much the class. There's the weapon tuning on the muzzle, weapon tuning on the barrel, weapon tuning on the laser, weapon tuning on the optic. And yeah, those are the classes guys, and enjoy the video. Yeah, first up we are using the ISO Hemlock. So like I said, I've already done this video in multiplayer and I came to the conclusion that the ISO Hemlock is still the best version of the ISO in multiplayer. Now in this game it's a completely different story. I believe the guns perform actually really differently to how they do in multiplayer. Not today. So in the multiplayer versus video, I said that it's better to use a damage range suppressor if you want to go for more damage range, but the recoil actually is kind of sporadic. So I do actually think that using the muzzle that only increases recoil control, it's actually better for it in Warzone 2. Yeah, this gun actually does feel good, but at the same time, it feels like it takes quite a bit to kill someone with it, especially when they're full armor. Yeah, it's kind of hard to decide whether or not it's better than the other two versions of the ISO, because the other two versions of the ISO are SMGs. But based off of like my experience of using all three in Warzone so far, I feel like the other two do their job as SMGs a lot better than this does its job as an AR. So if I actually had to compare which of these three is better, based off of what I'm experiencing right now, I'd say this is the worst. You can use this gun at close, medium and long ranges, but I feel like this thing does the best at medium. It is not that good at all at long ranges. It's actually really hard. It's best at medium range because you can't win against most SMGs, and it's not that good at all at long ranges. So I'm going to be completely honest, I'd rank this last out of the three in Warzone. Like as you saw right there, it's actually not that bad at close range, but anything past that range, like medium range, that's probably the furthest you'll be able to use it comfortably. You definitely need an extended mags if you're even going to try to attempt to use this thing at longer ranges. Like I said in the multiplayer video, it's easier to use this at longer ranges than it is to use the SMG versions because this is an AR, it should be easier to use, but it doesn't do its job nearly as much as the other ARs. So I'm going to be honest, I placed this last. Alright, next we're on to the ISO 45. Now I'm about to show you why I think this is better than the ISO Hemlock. That's why the ISO Hemlock doesn't kill people at medium to long ranges or even close range anywhere near as fast as this gun kills people at close range. Yeah, boy. If someone was using the ISO Hemlock and someone was using the ISO 45 at close, medium and long range, ISO 45 absolutely wins at close range. Now at medium range it's a different story. At long range you're absolutely not winning, but I do genuinely believe, because of how accurate you can make this gun and because of, to be honest, how inconsistent the ISO Hemlock is, it actually really is for me, from my experience. See, that right there is a new gun. That's how fast the ISO Hemlock should be killing, but it's nowhere near as strong as some of the assault rifles. The ISO 45, it does its job better, but whether or not it's actually better than the ISO 9mm, well, we're about to find out. Alright, now we're finally on to the ISO 9mm. Dropping at high rise, this isn't going to be good. You don't know me, son. So pretty much I've barely used the ISO 9mm in Warzone 2, but I can tell how good it is already.
Area, one side.
Ooh, not today. What? How long has he been in here? Oh shit. Lara Croft. Yeah, I think this is pretty much the same as multiplayer, except it's the exact opposite way round. In the multiplayer versus video, I said that the ISO Hemlock was the better one, but the ISO 45 and the ISO 9mm, they were on the same level because they were both just as good but in different ways. And they both killed faster than each other in specific ways. So I put them second place to the ISO Hemlock, but they were both on the same level. In this game, the ISO 45 and the ISO 9mm, they both do their job better than the ISO Hemlock does. So in my honest opinion, I think the ISO 45 is the best version of the ISO in Warzone. In multiplayer, you could definitely tell that the ISO 9mm killed quicker, but on this game, I feel like both guns are on a very similar level in terms of time to kill. As you can see right there, the damage range drop off is so much worse in Warzone 2 because of armor as well. In multiplayer it's not as punishing, but in Warzone 2, very weak at anything beyond close range. So yeah, if you want to use one of these guns like a proper rush heavy and aggressive close range SMG, use the ISO 9mm. If you want to use one like an SMG but be able to compete at medium ranges as well, use the ISO 45. It is better in my opinion, and I do think it's the best version. And as for the ISO Hemlock, there's like multiple LMGs and ARs that are better than it in Warzone 2. That's why I rank it last. It's far too weak to use as a long range gun when there's obviously a better gun than it that is the meta, and there's just way too many guns that are better than the ISO Hemlock at longer ranges. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I always say, if you are new around here, be sure to like and subscribe for more. And let me know down below in the comments, which of these 3 guns do you think is better in Warzone 2? And I will see you on the next video.